Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Herbert off of play action. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On fourth down, Herbert, and Allen's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down and goal. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Jared Cook. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Herbert flush to his right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. To the air again, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be second down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Now Fields. Flushed out right. That's complete to Mooney. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he'll find Williams on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Herbert back to the air, escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That one intended for Keenan Allen, and it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Dalton. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery, 50 yards, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. First down and more for Allen. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Again, Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jared Cook. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll go to Montgomery to try to ride some clock. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And down to the 15. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell you...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 15 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Now, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert going to throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Herbert to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Montgomery. A 1st down and then some for Montgomery. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a return.